Hello all, Jamie Rogers here today, introducing you to the brand new festive collection for June 2022 by Sue Wilson. Now this collection is going to blow your socks off, it's amazing. We're going to start off by looking at our brand new angel for this year. This is the 2022 angel. Now many of you may know Sue releases one of these every year and a lot of you like to collect them, and I can certainly see why. This one has 6 dies in here. We've got the different stars, we've got the wings, and we've got the angel, giving you the ability to build up some really stunning effects. On top of that, we have our snowflake scalloped border. Now this set has 3 dies in it, so you can use them individually if you wish to, or you can use them all together. Personally, this edge part here I think is going to look lovely either for paper piecing, ribbon threading, or maybe paper threading to create different unique styles. This snowflake edge here is also incredibly delicate, more so than you may even imagine looking at it on the packet. It is stunning. On top of that, Sue's designed 3 background dies. Now, one of the things I love with Sue's background dies is they do not have an outside cutting edge. So if you wish to cut them out with a trimmer, a guillotine, or one of our noble dies, you can choose where you'd like that border to end, depending on the style of project you're going to be doing. They'll also stay in your cardstock because they don't have that outside edge. So if you wish to have this as the front of your card maybe, that's going to work perfectly for you because it will stay in that card until you wish to trim it out. This one is our snowflake background, so you're going to receive 1 die in the pack to create them effects with. But don't look at it as 1 die, because we can certainly go in and trim these out with scissors and use all of them components as individual bits, which I think is a real value for money die set. We've also got for you a swirls background. Now this one reminds me of a couple of things actually. In an everyday format, it reminds me a bit of children's sort of drawing and crayon marks maybe, or pen marks. I can see this being used for lots of baby and children's cards in that format. For Christmas, it reminds me a bit of when you take the Christmas lights or the fairy lights out of the box from the loft and you realise that you really didn't put them away as you should and they've got a little bit knotted. It reminds me of the knots in the wires, which I think is a really fun background to work with. Because we've got all these large sections, it's going to be a real easy one to paper piece and you could create some lovely effects doing just that. On top of that one, we have the radiating background. Now this again is one of our background dies, so perfect for adding on our angel if we want to in the middle here, or filling all of these apertures with glitters or aurora flakes, gilding flakes, bits like that. But again, nothing overly Christmas here, so if you did want to use it all year through, you certainly could. On top of those, we also have for you some brand new poinsettia and foliage dies. Now we're going to start off by looking at the poinsettia panel. In this one we receive 2 dies, so we've got the outside cutting edge and then we have the panel in the middle. The panel is perfect for using on its own or building up as a repetitive pattern on a piece of card, or you could use your outside edge to trim that out and to have it more as the panel you see in front of you on the packaging. We then have foliage pieces. Now I love this set because Sue's give us the pieces, or most of them, going in 2 different directions. So if you wish to build these up into a corner or maybe an arch or any other formation that you would like it to sort of curve, you've got those pieces to actually go in both directions. It's also perfect for creating wreaths, and because it's got those sort of different elements to it, it's not going to get too repetitive too quickly. So a really fun design to play around with. On top of that one, we have our poinsettia trio. Now this could of course be used with the foliage pieces we just looked at, or it can be used as its own standalone set. In this one we receive 13 dies. We've got our poinsettias, we've also got some leaves and all the finishing touches you need to make some incredible looking poinsettias. On top of these, Sue's also designed for us some brand new words. Now this is our first one we're going to look at. This is our greetings die. Now these are big focal point words. This one is actually 13 centimetres by 8.2 centimetres. So as I say, this really could be the focal point of your card if you'd like it to be. With these words, you receive 2 dies. So we have the outside edge and then we have the filigree wording as such. The outside edge, if you'd like to cut that and then sink the word on the inside of it, you could do that, or you can use the outside edge and then put your topper word on top of it, so you've got a separate panel as such. So lots of versatility to play around with these. Not only do we have the word greetings, we also have the word wonder. We then have the word joyful, slightly smaller than the last 2, but again a very large focal point. And then we also have the word twinkle to complete our 4 of those large format words. On top of those, Sue has also introduced some new additions to the Mini Expressions collection. Now this is our first one we're going to look at. This is the Rejoice in the Season words. And this one is one die, so it's going to go through your machine and cut out just as you see it. We then have some duo packs. Now these are brilliant because we get two different separate dies in the packet. You can use them individually if you wish to, or you could use them maybe on the outside of the card and then one for your insert, maybe one on the gift tag and then one on the card. The choice really is up to you, but they're just perfect to use together or separately. With this one, we have Thinking of You this festive season. On top of that, sticking with the same idea of the two in a packet, we have A Joyful Christmas to You and Yours. And then on top of that one, we have some mini shadowed sentiments. So these are our Christmas greetings, once again giving you two dies. So you've got the filigree wording and you've got the back plate to put behind them. To complete the set, we also have a brand new Noble die. Now this is our round corner squares, and Sue has put 20 dies in this set. So we have an awful lot of options when it comes to doing our mats and layers, our frames, or just using these to create our card blanks and bits like that. These are really large to really small, giving you the utmost freedom to be as creative as you wish to. Now, I hope you've fallen in love with that collection as much as I have. It's hard to know where to start, isn't it? I just need all of it. I hope you've enjoyed it. And if you do have any questions, please don't hesitate to pop them in the comments and we'll certainly do our best to answer them for you. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.